Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil Code Veronica X. In the last part, we started exploring the Antarctic base after starting off Disc 2. And now it's time for us to continue on, namely since we had the machine room key from the room where we first saw Nosferatu, we can now enter this room. I don't like this room for a cutscene we'll be seeing later on, but more on that later. For right now, our goal is to come into the room after it to actually reach the room we first turned on the power last part, just from a higher angle, so we can grab this valve handle. With that said, eagle-eyed people might notice what's immediately wrong. The valve handle hole we know about is an octagon. This is a square on the back, a cube to be more precise. So we need to do something about that. Thankfully, that something isn't too far away. More on that in a few moments.
Claire, it looks like there's an Australian observation base about 7 miles away from here. That should be our target.
Then if we can break through the wall with that digging vehicle, we might have a chance.
Okay, let's do it!
Steve, watch out!
No! It's toxic gas!
Come on!
And with that, the game has been lengthened once again.
It's all my fault.
Don't say that. Listen to me. We'll escape from here. Together. Come on. We've got to shut off the gas. If we split up, we'll have a better chance of stopping it.
Okay.
Steve! Don't forget. We'll get out of here. Together.
Mind you, I say Steve has lengthened the game, but this time it's not as bad as it was during his time with, like, the Golden Lugers back in the Rockport base and all that. This one's pretty straightforward, because, I say we needed the valve handle. We didn't need it yet. Now we need the valve handle. And we just need to make it into an octagon. Thankfully, there's a tool to do that in this room right here. Don't worry about that zombie behind the fence, by the way. He doesn't break out of there anytime soon. There are some herbs and some handgun ammo to grab in here as well as some ink ribbons, but again, I don't really need that. What you really are going to need is this machine right here, next to the blue herbs. Oh, by the way, you can still mix a green, red, and blue herb to get a brown herb combo, which is just the best herb combo in the game. Heals poison and is basically a max heal. A metal shot machine with a diamond cutting edge. I can use this to process metal materials easily, like making our cube into an octagon. Thank God this place was a mine before it was an umbrella base, because otherwise this being here would have no real explanation. So now we can just go down there with the gas mask and the valve handle combined and turn off the gas. Again, getting that whole scene, if you do it earlier on in your trip to the base, like if you just go straight from the scene with him at the plane at the start of the disc to here, it feels like the game lengthening thing, but because I've grabbed most of the major items already, it's really not that bad. I'm partially harsh on Steve because I expect better from him because he's written better in Darkside Chronicles or Umbrella Chronicles, whichever game covered this. His original Code Veronica appearance just is... He's a kid who makes dumb decisions, yes, but it's decisions that ultimately harm the experience kind of deal. I guess I hit that moth. So now we find ourselves at a point where you might want to determine your loadout for a surprisingly important event. You want to bring the gas mask and the valve handle. If you have a double green, triple green, or a red-green combo, bring that. But you'll notice I'm being very seemingly reckless with my ammo count. I'm only bringing a very low ammo, one M100P, and a single clip of handgun ammo. I would bring handgun ammo if this game had the ability to split my ammo into chunks. So, like, say if I have, like, 350 handgun bullets. If I could, say, split that to, like, 280, 70, and then take the 70 with me. But since I can't, I'm leaving all the handgun ammo behind, as it'll come in more handy for me later on. If you have the combat knife, because I didn't grab that from Rodrigo back in, like, part 1 or 2, I would also recommend bringing that along just as a safety precaution more than anything. Because we're at a slight point of no return right now. I'm doing this because I know I can. My first playthrough, I'd bring some more ammo with you. Maybe even the grenade launcher.
We're safe now. Finger game, Claire.
I shall enjoy watching you shriek in agony.
Not this time!
You gay!
What was that?
Probably fine, right? Gee, I wonder if they're showing us that camera angle with the rifle for a reason. I think you might be able to backtrack to a save box still at this point, but the moment you grab that rifle, I know for a fact you're at a point of no return for a little bit. So make sure if you can go back that you're all set, and let's grab ourselves the sniper rifle.
Claire! What are you doing? Let's go! Are you ready? I'm gonna bust through that wall!
Go for it!
Right! Claire! Maybe we can escape through there!
Come on, let's go!
To just be able to stand in the Antarctic cold wearing nothing but jeans, a jacket, and some sort of tube top.
Claire, come on! Finally, we can get out of this insane place!
Before we do that, though, there's two items we can grab here on this. I think this must be a helipad? There is a box of handgun ammo on the corner opposite of the staircase. And then across the way from this one, there is a first aid spray. These are here for seemingly no reason, but let's be honest, you can probably figure out what's about to happen if you've gotten used to playing video games at all.
Hurry up! Go, go, go!
I'm on it, I'm on it.
Okay, let's go!
Come on, let's go! What, are you scared? Move it! Ah! Ah!
Steve! Hold on. I'll wait for that monster and come back.
Claire, forget about me. Run!
Okay, time for us to face off against Nosferatu. Notably, if you try to use BOW gas rounds against him, they do not work. They do the initial damage from the impact, but then they don't do anything else from there. You want to keep your distance from Nosferatu because he hurts and has some range, and whenever he moves his arms, he sends out little poison gas clouds, which if you get hit by, you do get poisoned by, but blue herbs cannot cure this poison, and because of that, you'll have to do a side quest later on. The big thing with Nosferatu, though, is we just got the sniper rifle. And you might notice in that cutscene, Nosferatu has a giant hole to his heart. If you can nail 3 sniper shots directly into that hole, he's killed. And you even get a unique cutscene for killing him like that. You also get a similarly unique cutscene for finishing him off with a knife, which I'm not showing off because I don't want to fight this guy more times than I have to. I don't like this fight.
I've got you now.
It's very easy to be underprepared for that fight. It's kind of a nightmare.
Steve! Are you all right?
Claire! You're alive! I'm sorry. I failed you.
Don't worry about it. Let's go.
I swear I'll protect you next time, Claire.
We did it! We're finally out!
Look! There's a snowmobile over there!
Perfect! We'll be able to ride right over to the Australian base with this.
Yeah! Let's go!
I won't forget about this, Claire. Alexia.
Well, shit. In the meantime, on an isolated island, Chris Redfield.
Following up on a lead given to me by Leon has brought me here. Don't worry, Claire. I'm coming to save you.
Back on Rockport Island with the other Redfield. You didn't think this was just Claire's game, did you? He notably only has a handgun, but he at least comes with a knife and a first aid spray.
I didn't expect to find another living person left on this island. Who are you?
I came here looking for a certain girl.
A girl?
Have you seen anyone named Claire Redfield?
Did you just say Claire?
You know who she is, don't you?
Don't worry about her. I helped her escape. Several planes took off from this island not long ago. While I can't say for certain, she was probably on one of them.
I see. I guess my sister owes you. Thanks for helping me.
Everyone's gone. I may be the only other person left. Go on. Follow your sister and get off this island.
Well, shit, Jesus. We must save him, yeah. I should note, that is the cutscene that's different if you didn't give Rodrigo the hemostatic medicine a few parts back. If you don't do that, you're not going to be able to get the lighter back after we save him from that worm. But if you do that, he just falls asleep there, and if you come back into this room later on, he's dead, because he never got the medicine he needed. But with that, it's time for us to lay out Chris's inventory, because anything that you had stored as Claire, Chris can still access, hence why I stored away all my almost 400 handgun ammo. So now he's got a nice buff for the start of his section of the game. He's who he plays for most of the latter half. But with that, I'm going to need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching, and in part 11, I guess we're going to go take care of that worm, because they just ate the best character in the game. See you guys then.